Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are once again at the center of global attention after the high-profile couple unexpectedly skipped two of the biggest events in entertainment and sports, the Super Bowl and the Grammy Awards. Swift's absence from the Super Bowl stands, combined with the couple's joint decision to miss the Grammys, left fans disappointed and sparked widespread speculation across social media and international news outlets. During the Super Bowl, all eyes were not only on the field but also on the stands. Over the past months, Taylor Swift's appearances at Kansas City Chiefs games had become a cultural phenomenon, frequently captured by broadcast cameras and dominating headlines worldwide. Her visible support for Travis Kelce turned ordinary game moments into viral clips. This time, however, the cameras searched in vain. Travis Kelce arrived and experienced one of the most important moments of his professional career without Taylor Swift in sight. The absence immediately raised questions. Fans flooded social media with reactions ranging from confusion to concern, with many expressing disappointment that Swift was not present during such a monumental event. For many, the Super Bowl is not just a sporting event, but a massive pop culture moment. One where the presence of a global superstar like Taylor Swift felt almost expected. The situation grew even more intriguing when the Grammy Awards took place shortly afterward. As one of the most decorated and influential artists of her generation, Taylor Swift's presence at the Grammys is usually a given. Yet, on music's biggest night, Swift did not appear. Even more surprising, Travis Kelce was also absent. The fact that both skipped the Grammys fueled theories that this was more than a coincidence. Online discussions quickly escalated. Fans and pop culture commentators began linking the two absences, questioning whether scheduling conflicts were to blame or if the couple was intentionally stepping back from the spotlight. Search trends for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce surged, reflecting the public's intense curiosity about the state of their relationship. Entertainment analysts, however, have urged caution against jumping to conclusions. According to several industry observers, Swift is currently navigating an exceptionally demanding phase of her career, balancing a global tour, ongoing music projects, and constant media scrutiny. Kelce, meanwhile, remains deeply focused on his responsibilities as a professional athlete, with the Super Bowl representing the pinnacle of his sporting journey. From this perspective, conflicting schedules and physical exhaustion offer a practical explanation. Still, one detail continues to stand out: timing. The Super Bowl and the Grammy Awards are rare, career-defining moments. Celebrity couples often use such occasions to make public appearances together, reinforcing their image in the public eye. The decision to skip both events, particularly without explanation, made the situation feel unusual to many observers. As of now, neither Taylor Swift nor Travis Kelce has released an official statement addressing their absences. The lack of clarification has only intensified public curiosity. Some fans interpret the silence as a deliberate effort to protect their privacy, while others speculate that the couple may be navigating a more private phase of their relationship, away from constant media attention. Notably, in the days following both events, Swift and Kelce were seen remaining active in their respective professional lives. Separately, Swift shared glimpses of her work-related activities, while Kelce appeared at sports and community-related events. Their individual routines appeared normal, offering no clear indication of personal turmoil, yet the absence of shared public moments did little to quiet speculation. The reaction to this situation highlights the immense cultural influence of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Even their absence has the power to dominate headlines and shape online discourse. For some fans, the disappointment stems from unmet expectations. For others, the situation serves as a reminder of the pressure faced by public figures whose personal lives unfold under relentless scrutiny. For now, the reasons behind Taylor Swift's absence at the Super Bowl and the couple's decision to skip the Grammy Awards remain unconfirmed. Whether driven by professional commitments, personal boundaries, or other considerations, the story continues to evolve. One thing is certain: any future appearance or continued silence from Swift and Kelce is likely to attract just as much attention as their unexpected absence. Public fascination with the situation has only intensified because Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce represent more than just a celebrity couple. Together, they sit at the intersection of music, sports, and mainstream culture, a space where every movement is amplified. When they appear together, it becomes a headline. When they do not, it becomes an even bigger story. Their recent absence from two landmark events has therefore been interpreted not as a simple scheduling issue, but as a moment worth dissecting in detail. Industry insiders point out that Swift's current position in the music world is uniquely demanding. Few artists in modern history have maintained her level of relevance while simultaneously managing a global touring schedule, new recordings, business decisions, and an ever-present media spotlight. Each public appearance is carefully weighed, not only for its promotional value but also for its long-term narrative impact. In that context, choosing not to attend the Grammy Awards, an event where Swift's presence alone can overshadow other artists, may have been a calculated decision rather than an unexpected absence. From the sports perspective, Travis Kelce's Super Bowl appearance carried its own set of pressures. As one of the most recognizable faces in American football, Kelce entered the event with enormous expectations, both on and off the field. In previous games, Swift's presence had shifted part of the media focus away from the sport itself, creating debates among fans and commentators about distraction versus support. Some analysts believe that the decision for Swift not to attend the Super Bowl may have been influenced by a desire to keep the spotlight firmly on the game and the team, rather than on a celebrity storyline. Despite these rational explanations, the emotional response from fans cannot be ignored. Many supporters had grown accustomed to seeing Swift and Kelce as a visible symbol of balance between two demanding worlds. Their public appearances together had been framed as proof that success in different industries could coexist with a high-profile relationship. When those appearances suddenly stopped, disappointment quickly turned into concern. Social media platforms became the primary arena for this reaction. Hashtags related to both names trended repeatedly, with users analyzing past interviews, body language, and timelines. Some fans revisited Kelce's recent public comments, noting a shift toward more guarded answers when asked about his personal life. Others focused on Swift's silence, interpreting it as either a strategic move or a sign of emotional distance from public expectations. Media outlets across the United States and internationally began publishing opinion pieces examining the broader implications of the situation. Several commentators argued that the public's reaction reveals a deeper issue: the expectation that celebrity relationships should provide constant content. In this view, Swift and Kelce's absence serves as a reminder that public figures are still entitled to moments of privacy, even during career-defining events. At the same time, entertainment journalists noted that silence itself often becomes part of the narrative. In an era where celebrities frequently address rumors through social media posts or carefully worded statements, choosing not to respond can feel intentional. For some observers, this silence suggests confidence, an indication that the couple does not feel the need to validate their relationship through appearances or explanations. Financial and branding considerations have also been raised. Both Swift and Kelce are associated with major endorsements and commercial partnerships. Every public appearance carries brand implications, and every absence can shift public perception. Analysts suggest that stepping back from joint appearances could be a way to prevent overexposure, allowing each figure to maintain individual identity rather than being constantly framed as part of a celebrity pairing. Interestingly, while the conversation has largely focused on what did not happen, less attention has been paid to what continues unchanged. Swift's music remains at the center of global charts and discussions. Kelce's athletic performance and leadership on the field continue to earn praise. Neither career appears to be affected negatively by the recent speculation, reinforcing the idea that their professional foundations remain strong. The broader cultural context also plays a role. Celebrity relationships have increasingly become serialized narratives, followed in real time by millions of people. Fans often expect clear story arcs, appearances, confirmations, milestones, and public celebrations. When a storyline pauses or deviates from expectations, it creates discomfort. The reaction to Swift and Kelce's absence highlights how deeply audiences have become invested in the personal lives of public figures. As days pass without clarification, the speculation continues to evolve. Some fans remain hopeful that the absence is temporary and that a future appearance will quickly quiet rumors. Others argue that the situation marks a shift toward a more private dynamic, one where the relationship exists primarily away from cameras and headlines. Without official confirmation, both interpretations remain possible. What remains clear is that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce occupy a rare cultural space where absence speaks almost as loudly as presence. Their decision, whether driven by logistics, personal boundaries, or strategic considerations, has reignited conversations about fame, privacy, and public expectation. Until either Swift or Kelce chooses to address the situation directly, the story will continue to unfold through observation rather than explanation. For now, fans and media alike are left watching closely, aware that even the smallest future development could redefine the narrative. In a world where every appearance becomes news, the choice to step back has proven powerful. And as the spotlight waits for their next move, one question lingers. When the moment finally comes, will their return to the public eye answer the speculation, or deepen it even further? The ongoing silence surrounding the situation has created a vacuum that media coverage continues to fill. Without direct statements from either Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce, interpretations are being shaped almost entirely by timing, context, and past behavior. This has turned what might otherwise be a routine scheduling decision into a prolonged public discussion about priorities, boundaries, and the cost of visibility at the highest level of fame. Several media analysts have highlighted how unusual it is for Swift to miss the Grammy Awards without any form of acknowledgement. Throughout her career, the Grammys have been closely tied to her artistic milestones, often serving as moments where she redefines her public image or reinforces her creative direction. Her absence, therefore, stands out not because it is unprecedented, but because it interrupts a long-standing pattern. In the absence of explanation, this break from routine has taken on symbolic weight. Similarly, Kelce's Super Bowl appearance without Swift marked a noticeable contrast to previous games that drew heightened attention due to her presence. Broadcast networks had become accustomed to cutting away to Swift in the stands, integrating her reactions into the live narrative of the game. This time, the focus remained almost entirely on the sport itself. For some commentators, this shift was welcomed as a return to football-centered coverage. For others, it felt like a missing chapter in an ongoing story that audiences had grown used to following. The commercial impact of their visibility or lack thereof has also entered the conversation. Swift's presence at NFL games had reportedly driven spikes in viewership and merchandise interest, illustrating how her influence extends far beyond the music industry. Her absence at the Super Bowl, therefore, was not just a personal or relational detail, but a factor with measurable economic implications. While no official data has been linked directly to her non-attendance, the discussion underscores how intertwined celebrity culture and commercial outcomes have become. At the same time, public opinion remains divided. A segment of fans has expressed frustration, arguing that the couple's visibility helped humanize both figures and made their relationship feel accessible. To these fans, the sudden withdrawal feels abrupt, even alienating. Others, however, have voiced support, emphasizing that no relationship should be obligated to meet public expectations or provide constant validation through appearances. This divide reflects a broader tension in modern celebrity culture. Audiences are encouraged to feel emotionally invested, yet reminded that access has limits. Swift, in particular, has navigated this tension for years, alternating between periods of openness and deliberate retreat. Observers note that her current silence aligns with previous moments when she chose to recalibrate her public presence rather than respond directly to speculation. Kelce's role in this dynamic is equally complex. As an athlete, his public image has traditionally been tied to performance rather than personal narrative. The recent surge in attention surrounding his relationship with Swift introduced a new dimension to his visibility, one that came with both benefits and scrutiny. Some sports commentators suggest that maintaining distance from the celebrity aspect of the narrative during the Super Bowl may have been a strategic move to reinforce his identity as a competitor first. International media coverage has added another layer to the story. Outlets outside the United States have framed the situation as an example of American celebrity culture's intensity, noting how two absences became global talking points. This perspective highlights how Swift and Kelce are not only public figures within their respective industries, but symbols whose actions resonate far beyond national boundaries. As the news cycle continues, attention has shifted from immediate reactions to longer-term implications. Will Swift and Kelce resume public appearances together once their schedules align, effectively closing this chapter? Or will this moment mark a permanent change in how they present their relationship to the world? Without confirmation, the narrative remains open-ended. What is clear is that the reaction itself has become part of the story. The disappointment, speculation, and debate reveal as much about audience expectations as they do about the couple involved. In an era where visibility is often equated with authenticity, choosing not to appear can be interpreted as a statement, whether intended or not. For now, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce continue to move forward professionally, their individual careers seemingly unaffected by the absence of shared public moments. Yet the public conversation persists, sustained by curiosity and the knowledge that any future appearance, statement, or continued silence will be closely analyzed. Until that moment arrives, the story remains suspended between assumption and reality. The skipped Super Bowl appearance and the missed Grammy Awards have become reference points in an ongoing narrative about fame, privacy, and control. Whether this chapter ultimately resolves with clarity or fades into the background of their larger careers, it has already demonstrated one undeniable truth. When figures of this magnitude step back from view, the world notices and waits. As the discussion stretches on, another layer begins to emerge: expectation management. For months, the relationship between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had been framed as a shared narrative, almost a joint storyline unfolding across stadiums and award shows. Fans were not only following two successful individuals, but a perceived union that bridged two massive fan bases. When that storyline paused without explanation, it disrupted an emotional rhythm many had unconsciously adopted. Cultural critics have pointed out that this reaction is not unique to Swift and Kelce. High-profile couples often become symbols larger than their personal realities, carrying projections of hope, stability, and even escapism for audiences. In this case, the pairing of a global pop icon and a championship-level athlete represented an idealized balance of creativity and competition. Their absence from major public moments therefore felt, to some, like the sudden removal of a familiar anchor in pop culture. Newsrooms have continued to revisit past patterns in Swift's career to contextualize the current moment. Historically, Swift has alternated between periods of intense public engagement and deliberate withdrawal. After phases of heavy exposure, she has often chosen silence as a way to regain control of her narrative. Analysts argue that this pattern suggests intention rather than avoidance. From this perspective, skipping the Grammys and avoiding the Super Bowl spotlight could reflect a conscious decision to reduce visibility at a time when attention had reached a saturation point. Kelce's situation follows a different but complementary logic. The Super Bowl represents not only a career milestone but also an environment of extreme pressure. In recent seasons, his personal life had increasingly become part of sports commentary, sometimes overshadowing on-field performance. Some observers believe that minimizing off-field distractions during such a critical moment was a priority, one that aligned with a more traditional athletic mindset focused solely on competition. Still, the lack of any coordinated message remains striking. In an age where celebrity publicists often move quickly to control narratives, the absence of clarification suggests either confidence in weathering speculation or a deliberate choice to let the moment pass without intervention. Both interpretations point toward a shared willingness to tolerate uncertainty rather than rush to satisfy public curiosity. Fan reactions continue to evolve. Initial disappointment has gradually shifted toward analysis and debate, with some supporters advocating patience and restraint. Online discussions increasingly include reminders that neither Swift nor Kelce owes constant access to their private lives. At the same time, others argue that the couple's rise as a cultural phenomenon was fueled in part by public visibility, making the sudden reduction feel jarring. Media framing has also begun to change tone. Early headlines emphasized shock and absence. More recent coverage has adopted a reflective approach, examining what this episode reveals about modern fame. Commentators note that visibility is often treated as a measure of authenticity, while silence is viewed with suspicion. Yet silence can also be a tool, one that allows public figures to reset expectations and reclaim agency. There is also a generational aspect to the conversation. Younger audiences, raised on constant social media updates, often expect real-time transparency. Older audiences may be more accustomed to gaps between appearances and statements. The response to Swift and Kelce's absence reflects this divide, highlighting shifting norms around access and entitlement in celebrity culture. From a long-term perspective, the impact of this moment may ultimately be minimal. Both Swift and Kelce have careers defined by longevity and resilience. Temporary speculation is unlikely to overshadow years of achievements. However, the episode may influence how they navigate public moments moving forward, potentially favoring selective appearances over constant visibility. As weeks pass, the absence itself risks becoming normalized. Without new developments, attention may gradually shift elsewhere, replaced by fresh stories and emerging figures. Yet the underlying questions raised by this moment, about privacy, narrative control, and audience expectation, will persist beyond the immediate news cycle. For now, the situation remains unresolved by design or circumstance. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce continue to operate within their respective spheres, their paths intersecting less visibly but not necessarily less meaningfully. The public, meanwhile, remains poised between anticipation and acceptance, aware that any future convergence, whether at a game, an award show, or not at all, will inevitably be interpreted through the lens of this period of absence. In the end, the skipped Super Bowl appearance and the missed Grammy Awards may come to symbolize a broader shift rather than a specific event. They reflect a moment when two of the most watched figures in contemporary culture chose presence elsewhere over performance for the cameras. Whether that choice will redefine how their relationship is perceived, or simply fade into the background of an ever-moving celebrity landscape, remains to be seen. What is certain is that, in choosing not to appear, Swift and Kelce have sparked a conversation that continues to unfold, quietly, persistently, and on their own terms.